Radio Rahim here with Shawn Porter. Man, you have been making some serious noise in this boxing game. Obviously, you're just coming off a huge win over Paulie Malignaggi. Now we're looking forward to Kell Brook. You know, you've been on a whirlwind ride. You're a title holder now. You're finally getting some press and the kind of acknowledgement that you've been looking for. Just talk to me a little bit about how it feels to have taken that journey. Even though you've been in the game a long time, it seems like a short period that you've been getting this acknowledgement.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been exciting. I'm loving life right now. Having the IBF title has just been a blessing for me and my family, and my dad and I. It's been fun going around the MGM. Everyone recognizes you now. You can't walk through alone. You need a security guard and all that. So, I mean, life is fun, but at the same time, like you said, it was a long time coming. I've been boxing forever, my entire life. So, you know, I know what it takes to get to this point. I know what it took, and I'm going to continue to do that.
You know, with this Kell Brook fight, it's one of those fights that a lot of people have been calling for. How do you see the matchup going, and do you feel like Kell Brook is at your level?
I'd say he's at my level. He's 32-0 with 22 knockouts, I think. Yeah, I would certainly say he's at my level. At the same time, I think that he will be outmatched on August 16th at the StubHub Center. I think that, you know, I'm just better than him in every way, you know, and I plan to just be prepared and go to that fight and do what it takes to win.
Now, the reason I ask that question is because quality of opponents. It could be easily argued that the quality of your opponents has been higher. Yeah. So do you think that even though he has more fights, even more knockouts, that you have more experience in there in this level of competition?
Yeah, I guess I could say that. I think my level of competition, you know, up until this point has been a little bit more stiffer than his. But you know, but at the same time, like I say, he's 32-0 and he's the mandatory. So he's the mandatory for a reason. We'll get in there. We'll figure it out.
Now, you mentioned him being the mandatory. My next question would be, in that vein, is he the guy that you would like to fight next? I mean, given your druthers, if you could pick him, who would you like to face next?
I honestly, at this point, I would say, yeah, he's the one I would want to face. We talked about this fight since my last fight was done. We knew that we would be fighting Kell. So, you know, and then with all the talking he's been doing in the media lately, it's hard not to want to fight him and want to fight someone else. So, yeah, I would say with him being the mandatory and, you know, also barking a little bit in the media, yeah, I want to fight him.
You know, another thing that's been said about you, and it's true because I've known you for a while, is your humility. You're a very humble guy no matter where you are, what's happening. You seem to, you know, have your wits about you and be a gentleman. But also in this game, champions make a lot of, you know, hay for themselves by calling people out. Like Kell Brook, you know, like you said, it makes you want to fight him. Yeah. Are there guys out there, you know, without being that way, that you have your target on? You know, this division is pretty impacted.
I wouldn't say there's one particular person I have my target on. It's to my understanding now that having the IBF title, I got the target on my back. Good thing about that is I don't mind. You know, I love a challenge. I love someone that can talk. That way I can punch him in the mouth and make him hush up.
All right, man. Look, good luck with Kell Brook. Radio Rahim with Shawn Porter.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. You're really good.